Good Tavach. I wanted to share with you a message that I shared today in Besmedrish. It was really at the behest of Moreno, the Rav Shlita. I asked that I should reflect on a particular story that I heard from a very choshev of a Talmud Chochem, and so I elaborated on a little bit. We're coming now to the time of Hanukkah, which is a time of the lights of Hanukkah, bringing the lights into the darkest places. And ultimately, every mitzvah we do, and particularly there's a lot of inyanim in their Hanukkah, is to demonstrate the unity of God. Even the word Ner has within it gematrias of different names of God. The word Ner, which means a candle, a lamp, a light. And also the other Ramazim, Al Pi Kabbalah, Al Pi Remez, Al Pi Sod, Al Pi Drush. In the Nyonim of the Chanukah Lecht, all to show unity. That was the message of all the tzaddikim all throughout all the ages. Every mitzvah we do is to demonstrate the oneness of God. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter where. The Vilner Gaon, the Baal Shem Tov HaKadosh, the Rechaim HaKadosh, all the tzaddikim, they were all bringing the same message, the oneness of God. They said that His Holiness the Baba Sali, Zechusig Aleinu, came to a town in the Negev, in the southern part of the Holy Land, and there was certain rabbis there who said something disparaging against the Baal Shem Tov. He said, "I can't live in a city like this." He got up and he moved somewhere else. And so, because we all have to be together in one, we can't separate. All the tzaddikim came together to bring this message. There is one God. It doesn't matter. We're all the tzaddikim. Chavetz Chaim, Ben Ish Chai, all the tzaddikim, they were all bringing the same message: to follow the Torah, the one true God, with its true Torah. And sure, we have different minhagim and different approaches, but ultimately it's all one. But on the other hand, to recognize something, the Satmar Rav Zechusig Aleinu and other tzaddikim taught that the derech of Baal Shem Tov has been forgotten, and we really don't know what it is. And on account of that, anyone can come along and make a claim they're following derech of Baal Shem Tov, even if they're not. It's the same thing with a lot of other things. There's a hefkerus. It's an irony, when something goes into the public domain, then there's no copyright on it. There's no more hasagas gvul. And in a certain ways, the concept of the public domain was the Rishus Harabim. Really, the Svarim HaKadoshim teach the Rishus Harabim is the Sitra Achra, Rishus Yochid is the Sitra de Kedusha, the inyan of unity and the holiness of unity. And things become public and hefker, ownerless in the public domain. It's the realm of impurity, the other side, the side of evil. And so anyone can come along and make a claim that this is the authentic way and all the others are wrong. And Satmar Rav particularly, he said, every Rebbe says everyone else is wrong and only he's right. So Satmar Rav said, no, everyone else is wrong, but I'm also wrong. Meaning a certain level of humility that as a classical Jewish trait, Chazal say, the Jewish people are achmonim b'ishonim u'goyim lechasadim. Jewish people are merciful, humble and kind. And that attribute of humility is central in Yiddishkeit. And a dear friend of mine, a very, very distinguished rabbi, a Chassid, a Talmid Chacham, a rabbi, he lives in Far Rockaway. He wrote something very recently. The story took place in 1973. That someone from a particular group that waved for themselves the banner of the Baal Shem Tov, even though it was almost every other Hasidic movement said that, are sure they come from a long line, this group, but what it's developed into in recent times is very far from what it was originally established as. And even despite that, it's not the only way, and they want to claim it's the only way. And from this particular group, a young rabbi, he came to one of their centers somewhere in the Midwest, and the senior rabbi there said, alright, we're going to college tonight and you're on, I want to see how good you could do. And he gave a lecture at the college, this younger rabbi, and the younger rabbi, you know, like how Ed Koch used to say, how am I doing? So he asked the older rabbi, yeah, how did I do? How am I doing? This older rabbi, so-called rabbi, he said, it's terrible, because you used a word we never use. You spoke about God. We're only trying to get people to follow our leader, and that's it. No, that's not Hasidism. I'm sorry. It's not Hasidus. Whatever, you know, we could say that the Derech of Baal Shem Tov is forgotten, so we don't know what it is, but for sure we know what it isn't. And for someone to make a statement like that we don't talk about God, that's the exact opposite of what Hasidus is all about. The whole, what we know of the Derech of Baal Shem Tov is that it was very God-centered. You know, I'm not saying more God-centered than other religious Jewish movements, not more God-centered than the Muslim movement or any other. I'm not saying it's not better than one or the other. And I know that people from that particular movement are going to say, no, this is the best, this is it, this is the zenith, the spitz. No. Every derech in Kedusha, I'm not talking about heretical movements, but every movement that's within holiness is holy. That's what it is. We have to appreciate that and see that, and take the main good things from each movement and accentuate them. You know, the Satmar Rav said most of what he knows, what it is of what the Derech of Baal Shem Tov is, you could get from the Chavos Levavos. You know, what Rabbi Victor Miller Zechus Yigaleinu spoke about. Even he wasn't Hasidish, quote unquote, why? Because he davened Ashkenaz, you know, and he didn't wear a shtreimel. But what he, without, and he didn't quote very often Hasidic works, but he spoke about the Chavos Levavos, Ibn Takuda's duties of the heart. That's what it's all about. You don't need titles, you don't need labels, you don't need all these little things that people use to try to make themselves feel, oh, I belong to a group. We have here in Sullivan County Rabbi Yitzchak Lebovich, still goes on sign, a very choshev Rav, the Woodridge Rav. There's an interview with him recently. He said, forget about labels. You know, someone asked him, well, what would the Heilige Rebbe, meaning the Satmar Rav, because it was Satmar Chassid, say about different things going on, current events? And Rabbi Yitzchak was a Talmud of Satmar Rav. He said, Red Nishazoi, this is not how we talk. Satmar Rav wouldn't talk like this. What does the Holy Rebbe have to say? What does the Torah have to say? Who cares what a contemporary tzaddik, no matter how great, what does the Torah have to say? The inyan of Das Torah is that it's Das Torah, not Das Atzmai. It's not one's own ideas. It's what does the Torah say? What does the halacha say? Alright, you want to say even a minhag and hashkafa in different inyanim. But what does the Torah say, Pashut? That's it. You don't need anything fancy out of this world. I didn't mention all these things in Besmedrash today, but I did mention when I was introducing our Rav here, Rabbi Fishbein. He's a Talmud of Torah Das. Torah Das is a yeshiva that has a holistic approach. You often say with Shaga Feivel Mendelovich, he would say that in Torah Das, I'm not saying that's better than other yeshivas. I didn't learn in Torah Das, but I always had tremendous respect for Torah Das from as long as I knew about it. And why? He said they would took the warmth of Hasidism, of Hasidus, and the erudition, the lomdus from the Litvische Yeshivische Welt, and the tamimus, the honesty of the American, brought it all together into one holistic package, bringing the best that everyone has to offer. That's how we should approach things. Not say, oh, I belong to this sect, and that's the be-all and end-all. No. And we can appreciate from everybody. Everyone has good things to offer. I'm not putting down. Every group, every holy Jewish group, Hasidic, Litvish, Sephardi, Yekes, even modern, everyone, they all have something we can learn from. And in this chus of having this holistic approach, we could be zoiche to appreciate that really all is one, that there's one Rebbeinu Shloim who runs the whole world, and should have his blessings and everything. Alright, a good tavach. If you enjoy our videos, please like our videos, and also feel free to subscribe and tell your friends. A good tavach. Call.